But like, we gonna get into the real when y'all come up over here, man. So put your big boy pants on when you come over here, folks. For real. Put your big boy pants on and we gonna get it to it straight like that, folks. But definitely hit that like button for the boy if you here for a good time, not a long time. You ain't here to stay. Hit that like button, man.
Value Christ over your life, man. I just want to have a little conversation. Obviously, y'all see what the title says, man. And the time that we living in right now, it's not a time where we should get angry at someone trying to bring, shine a light on something that, we might been looking at as light, or we might been looking at as truth or innocent. We shouldn't, beat down on the messages, but we should actually seek the information, search out the information that people like myself and others are putting out. Most times, many people, they scoffing at it, what they don't know. And a lot of them, it's because you either want to be a part of it or you are a part of it. And you think that, hey, because I believe in Christ, that, man, this can't be something of the enemy. And that's where the enemy gets most of y'all, because many of us don't live for the things of the Most High. That's just the truth. Once you can start acknowledging, where you fall short, because we all fall short, none of us are perfect. This is the hardest thing to do, is to be raised and brought up in a world where, when you actually come into the light, all of what you knew and all of what the world was forcing on you, it's not going to be easy for any of us. It's not easy for me to grow up in the world and go through those things and now be seeing the light from the Most High. But the point is that I'm trying to say is your world, of what you know it as, will be shattered when you come into actual truth. You will see just how the enemy implemented himself in every single thing that they promote for us to do, they promote for us to join. And this is how he gets us. Give me something, and then I'll give you something that you could have tangible in the world. And so before we get solely into it, and I raise some of the questions that I want to raise to those who are in a sorority or in a frat, let's read Maccabees, Second Maccabees, a book that was taken out of the Bible by the Vatican. And obviously the Vatican, they went in and they took out everything that did not, go along with what their agenda was. So there was many books taken out. So maybe this have not gotten around to you, or you have not got the ability to see it, because you know how the world is. They're not going to force truth in your eyes, but they will force a distraction. So when truth is actually come, many of us have been believing and have soul ties with that distraction. We're going to scoff at the truth. We're going to scoff at those who come in truth. And I just come in love. I come in love. I come in understanding. And so, but anyways, man, Second Maccabees 4, chapter 4, 15. It says, not setting by the honors of their fathers, not setting by the honors of their fathers, but liking the glory of the Yavanim best of all. And the Yavanim, look up the word Yavanim, Yavanim. You will see that is a Hebrew word for Greek. But again, not setting by the honors of their fathers, but liking the glory of the Yavanim best of all. Liking the glory of the Yavanim best of all. So let's just put that, not setting by the honors of their father, but liking the glory of the Greeks best of all, by reason where of sore calamity came upon them, because they wanted to worship these Greek gods, and sore calamity came upon them, for they had them to be their enemies and avengers. That's a hypocritical connotation, right? These were their enemies, but also their avengers, whose custom they followed so earnestly. Look at them nowadays. Look at us nowadays. They follow their customs earnestly, and unto whom they desire to be like in all things. Obviously, that was way back when. This is a different time now, so it looks a little bit different. They tricked people to believing that these were just I don't know, because for most of us that's on the outside looking in, we clearly know that anything that's rooted in any sort of secret society, and anything where you can't tell the people how it is that you got inducted, or however it is that you've actually became a part of this sorority or whatever frat, like that just shows a red flag right there. Because that's what secret societies are. You do things that you can't tell to the world, and they give you stuff. And I'm majority of why I'm even bringing this to folks' attention is because we have family members, we have friends who believe that they are in the body of Christ, who believe that they know who Christ is, but they're actually serving other gods in these Greek sororities and frats. And I had a friend, which really not even a friend, but somebody that I knew. And he pretty much was telling me, man, we all men of God. We all men of Christ. So if y'all all know who Christ is, y'all all should understand that we don't run in secret societies. And the sad part is that many people say that they know who Christ is because you honor the name. It's more than honoring the name. If you're not seeking to live how he have called for us to live, or if you're not seeking his wisdom daily, that's an opportunity for the enemy to grab you in. That's an opportunity for the enemy to distract you with something that, bro, this is his world right now. 99% of the agendas that are out there are to distract you from truth. We literally just read that most people, they don't want to go after the glory of their forefathers. Look at them now, most of us. And let's be honest about the sororities and the frats. Y'all, like, I heard some stories. One of them was that when I was at Illinois State, and he just, obviously they're not supposed to speak on what they go through. But bro was telling me how, like, they made him constantly get drunk. Like, he had to keep taking shots until he passed out. And this is a lot like selling y'all are literally in the same realm of rappers and famous people and like Scientology, because y'all, it's the same thing. It's literally the same thing. Y'all are doing things that are against God's morals, against the morals of the life of man, to gain something in the world. The Greek letters, whatever they are offering y'all, that the help, obviously, it got to be a push from the world. They have to be, getting these people with something that, like, man, once you graduate, you'll be able to get a job here, and people go and they join these things. And if y'all was of the Most High, or if these groups was actually, Christian break, I don't know what, because I'm and forgive me for my many mishaps in the video, but this is just something that need to be talked about. And so, yeah, just pretty much what's the word that I'm looking for? The humiliation rituals. What's up with all the humiliation rituals that y'all have to go through? What's up with the elephant walk? The elephant walk where both parties are naked and a man is putting his arms through the back. Come on, like, he's putting his arms through the backside of a man's legs, and they're doing some type of weird, come on. This is rooted in rituals of the enemy, and they are seeing what people are willing to do in order for them to gain something of the world. That's so sad, because, like, you are seeing it every day, what we're willing to do from rapping. They're willing to get out there and be an agenda against their people. For people to want stuff in the world, they are willing to become a part of frats and sororities, and people will sell their bodies just to get a pay and raise. And it's just like, it's absolutely no morals, but everything has to do with the gain of the world. And because they don't even know, covetous is literally what leads to so many different sins, because you want what you see people having, and all of a sudden you're losing who you was, or many people ain't really even built up to be anything anyways, because we didn't have parents teaching us the way. We didn't have parents that actually understood. But yeah, so all of the things that y'all can't talk about shows that what y'all are doing behind closed doors has to be something of the enemy. Because if not, there's nothing that the Most High said that we hide behind doors. There's nothing in the Bible where it talks about the Most High's people where he okayed them hiding or creating secret societies where you had to do things that you could not tell anyone else in the world. Like, come on, it was so deep. These things are so deep. I went on Snapchat when I was at Illinois State, and I was pretty much just making a joke about the alphas. And that's another thing, Alpha and Omega. We know that the Most High is the Alpha and Omega. And in Greek fraternities, they got Alpha and Omegas. It makes no sense, but it's a mockery of the Most High. But most people that are in these groups, through all the humiliation rituals, them breaking you, come on, bro, y'all know what y'all done. Y'all know what they've done to y'all. Y'all know those things you never would want to speak on. Y'all are doing homosexual activities. Y'all are being humiliated beyond comprehension. And that's probably, come on. And there's many people who've been in this type of environment, who've been in this occultic type fraternities, and they've spoken out. And I don't want to hear, oh, that was just their fraternity. They all are one and the same. They all are behind the Greek. So y'all put y'all trust in the Greeks that way back when they would have slaughtered our people. And this is who y'all go and pledge for. And this is, come on, the fact that y'all have to do humiliation rituals speaks a lot behind what y'all are truly serving, what spirit is behind these fraternities. But we don't want to get into the root of that. People are going to continue to lie. Obviously, it's okay. They okay y'all to lie because they tell y'all not to tell nobody what y'all doing. So if somebody actually speak on some truth, your loins are not girded about with truth. You're going to lie. But there's a lot of people who believe because they might have been baptized in the water. They probably called on the name of Christ and said he is the Son of Yah. And they think that, man, now I'm good. I'm sanctified. All my sins, I got the atonement for my sins. Now I can do what I want to do. You do trick yourself. The enemy is very cunning like that. The enemy does want you to think that, man, you can serve two masters. You cannot, lest you would hate the one and love the other, despise the one. And y'all know what I'm trying to say, man, but we need to get to the root of this. These frats, these sororities has absolutely nothing to do with the Most High. You can literally see, bro, we getting so much closer to the end. Everybody are literally latching on the damnable heresies. The Islamic religion, they don't have an atonement for their sins, but they stole everything from the Bible. But they took y'all atonement out, and people are going to hate. I'm not saying y'all are bad people. I'm saying that the spirits that's behind what y'all are giving y'all faith and y'all salvation to, y'all hope in, you will not be welcome into the Most High's kingdom. Regardless, and I'm telling you, it's not easy. He said it'd be very few that find it. I don't know what they talking about in these religions. It'd be very few that find it, and everybody ever learning, but never getting around to learn the knowledge of the truth. This is not something that we should play with. This is not something that you should take lightly. This is not something that you should brush off. This is something that you should inquire carefully about. How many of y'all have signed up for this just because you saw other people do it and you want the advantages that they got? But you don't even know the end that awaits you because you didn't do no. And I'm not saying research on YouTube. Research in a spiritual way where you're asking God, pouring out like, yeah, I'm doing this, but I want to know, is this of the enemy? See, you can search for the truth in the world, but the truth of the Most High most times won't be found in the world. But you will be led astray by somebody else who was led astray and who is trying to okay the things of the darkness. But yeah, man, I think that I've said enough. Hit the like button. Please share the video. I mean, y'all let me know all the things that y'all heard about these sororities. Just drop them in the comments. Like, let this comment section be. If you know somebody in a sorority, you got any stories, drop it in the comments. Drop it in the comments. I don't know much because obviously they don't expose much. But we knew from Martin Luther King that him being a part of Omega Psi Phi or whatever he was from, all these sororities have absolutely nothing to do with the Most High. But they are of the enemy. They are in Greek, rooted in Greek paganism. But there are so many men of Judah, wanting to argue back and forth with me because they are deceived. And they tell me, oh, bro, don't listen to everything in the world when they are following the world. I'm not following the world. And here's somebody who was in the world, following the world, telling me to stop listening to the world. The world showed you it was okay to be in this particular realm for whatever advantages you wanted in this world. For whatever title, for whatever you think that you gain from this. The appraisal of man, for the eyes on y'all. Y'all whole dance movies, all of y'all dancing like snakes. All overly sexual. Come on, man. So if y'all some men of God and things like let's tell, what have y'all been doing? And I've spoken to many people that was in and came out because they saw that those things had absolutely nothing to do with the Most High. And if you do not denounce these things publicly, like you went up there, danced, called yourself an alter ego name publicly, if you don't denounce it and repent, you will get with the Greeks who implemented these things, who you will get what they got coming for them. The judgment that has been around for a long time. But yeah, man, value Christ over your life, man. We're getting so close to the end. There's so many damnable heresies. There's so many agendas working against God's truth. And many people who don't actually seek it daily. They don't seek to live for him, but they seek to say they do, but living for everyone else upon every high mountain, upon every green tree. Whoring. You can't serve two gods, man. Value Christ over your life.